Native American Prairie Dog RPG. Odd, isn't it? But it's real. It's A Dog's Life comes from Simon Washburn, who you probably better known for Barbarians of fucking Lemuria. But he also wrote a Native American Prairie Dog RPG, which has the players take the role of a group of prairie dogs. And do you want to know a secret about prairie dogs? They are nature's punching bags. In the food chain, the prairie dog isn't exactly the highest, and the game makes you feel it. At the start, your stats are barely above 5 or 6, with many of your skills being 2 and 4. When you want to accomplish something, you have to roll 1d20 under your attribute plus skills plus any modifiers. The system is rough and failure is common. But the secret is that prairie dogs are best when they are working together and playing to their strength. Each prairie dog has a path which defines their unique ability, special skill, a bark, and a general role. For example, the brave can stance on their enemies, allowing them to intimidate and make them temporarily flinch in combat, while a healer can tend to the wounded, a very useful skill. A well-rounded team is essential to victory, and playing to their individual strength, a prairie loser can become a Chad prairie survivor. The main value of the prairie dogs are barks, which allow them a series of magic the dogs are allowed to use to influence the world around them, such as the bark of blindness, which blinds their enemies for a short moment, or the bark of warning, which simply warns everyone around prairie dog. These may seem pretty simple, but the simplicity is what gives It's a Dog's Life a unique charm to it. You're not demigod superheroes, you're fucking prairie dogs. This is only punctuated with a flurry combat system, which is less detailed tactical grid of thinking and strategy, and more two animals slamming into each other with teeth, claws, and anything else they can use to mangle one another. The combat system does not want you to use it because this is rolling d6 plus 4 damage while you may be using a d2 and a goddamn dream. It's a Dog's Life is a brutal look at the struggle of a prairie dog through the lens of an almost mystical viewpoint. Things are strange and surreal at points, which only highlights the mundane nature of being a prairie dog going on a mission to find the mythical Thunder Town after getting mauled by a goddamn weasel. It's a Dog's Life has a sister game actually called Tales from the Wood, where you play as British woodland animals in a similar situation. Instead of d20, it uses d6s and d10s, with d6 for unskilled checks and d10s for skilled checks. The major difference are having more animals to choose from, more skills, and more broad system, which loses some of the divine focus of It's a Dog's Life. However, the combat system is based more on gaining wounds, with an awkward damage calculation. However, these wounds are abstracted and cumulative, meaning that smaller scratches and massive hits can quickly send an animal down the death spiral. Overall, It's a Dog's Life is a tighter design system with a stronger focus to sink your teeth into. That clear focus and mechanics will deliver what you're exactly looking for if you play Native American prairie dogs. Tales from the Wood exchanges that tighter design for more open approach, which I enjoy a bit more in some aspects. I feel the d6, d10 system could easily be ported over to It's a Dog's Life without much problem, and the combat has a bit more nuance to it as small hits build up and a random chance is always a factor, rather than I have 10 HP, I can survive a hit so I'll tank a bit of It's a Dog's Life. Both are very good, however. Different, but good. My name is Notepad Addon, and this was It's a Dog's Life and Tales from the Wood. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and many thanks to all of the plutocrats as always. Godspeed and good luck.